What's up guys, Kiwis here and welcome back to my first FIFA 19 video. As you can see, I'm playing a game against a demo. It is post-com, so obviously there's gameplay in the background, as you'll tell by the title as well. This was like my 5th game, and I think just testing the shooting mechanics and that, playing 4-5-1 as I would with squad battles. But yeah, and I'm going to talk a bit about what I think of the game so far. Of course it's only the demo, but yeah, what I think of shooting, passing, defending, etc. So thank you for being here and choosing to click on the video. If you could, of course, leave a like, comment down below and subscribe if you haven't already, then that would be very much appreciated. So far I've been playing pretty well against the demo. As I said, squad battles last year I played quite a lot against the AI, so I'm sort of used to how it works. I went straight into the 4-5-1 formation, which is exactly the same as I used for squad battles last year. And yeah, I went Real Madrid. Can't remember who I played against. I think it might have been Man U. It should be on my screen, but for some reason it's taken ages to load. Yeah, Man U I played against. So not the best defence, but yeah, Real Madrid on this game for me are very strong. Bale so far has been the best player on the game for me, bar none. Ronaldo's been good, but Bale's just been next level. You'll see straight away here, he runs straight through, great first touch, and low driven straight away. If I talk a bit about the shooting, do I like it? I think I do. I think I like it. But it's weird. There's been so many times. I'm not happy with the low driven change, to be honest. Why they changed the shooting, to be honest, I'm quite worried about. But yeah, will it add a skill gap? I think it will, but you can turn it off. So I don't know if it will. My mate, one of my mates, who's a top 100 player, is really struggling with shooting and just can't get a hang of it. One of my other mates, who's like a gold 1 player, is finishing everything because he's turned it off. So we've been having a few discussions on whether it's good to keep it on or not. I personally think for the timed finishing, it's only really good for long shots. Like inside the box, normal B works well enough for finesses, and if you're not going to finesse, it's usually a cross keeper, so you then do that LBRB shoot for the low driven. That low driven shot has put me off so many times, by the way. The amount of times I've ran through and double tapped B like I usually would on FIFA 18 for a low driven, and I've just spooned it wide, or I've forgot to press RB and I've just chipped it and pressed LB. Like, of course after a while you'll get used to it, but at the minute there's still quite a few one-on-ones that I've been missing just because I've been pressing the wrong buttons and kind of forgetting how to do it. But yeah, you'll see from this game here, I was practicing the low drivens quite a lot and getting used to them pretty quickly. I've scored some absolute screamers from outside the box with timed finishing though. Like, if you catch it right, there's so many shots. I think that could be the main problem. Like, I was finding in the earlier games, it's actually better to shoot from outside the box than it actually is to try and work a chance and get a half chance inside the box. Like, some of the volleys and stuff that are flying in as well, crosses look really OP, headers from outside the box are flying in, just full volleys are flying in. If you catch that time finishing right, then most of the time it's a guaranteed goal. That's why some people would rather keep it on than turn it off completely. But again, if you do turn it off completely, you haven't got to worry about pressing the double B twice or something, because it'll still just work as a normal shot. But as you can see there, just low driven from random places there. Another low driven. Keepers aren't doing well on them, to be honest. I don't know if save for leg feet is in the game or not. The trait, sorry. But I haven't seen many keepers save many shots with their legs. A lot of them have just been going underneath them. But yeah, that's what I think about shooting. Low drivens are hard to get used to, but I think it'll be pretty good. Timed finishing's good from outside the box, but probably won't use it much inside the box as shooting's good enough. And if you're not enjoying it, you can just turn it off completely. You can pause it, go to trainer, and turn it off completely. The only problem with that is I don't know if you're going to be allowed to turn it off in Foot Champs or not. The online game mode, I don't know if you can turn trainer and stuff like that off. But yeah, that's my idea on the shooting. Defending, I am very happy with. Everyone knows I complain about this game a lot with defending, just because the amount of bad ricochets you get and the player switching on FIFA 18 was horrific. Player switching on FIFA 18 was my biggest disappointment defending wise. Like, the amount of times you'd have one player there to switch with, like, you're just a centre back, the left centre back want to control the left back, and for some reason it'll control the left winger, and then they can run clean through because you've just not switched to the right player, and it's not your fault. So far, I've had no problems with player switching whatsoever. LB switching's been fine, right stick switching's been fine as well. I'm looking at doing quite a few tutorials this FIFA. I'll show you like when to LB switch, when to right stick, etc. That'll be when the full game comes out. Though I'm not going to do any tutorials on the demo because, as I've said before, the demo's a completely different game. Like, yeah, the mechanics are still the same, but the gameplay and everything is completely different. That's a really nice finish from Modric there as well, who I was playing right mid just because I know that he's got quite a good shot. But yeah, very happy with the defending. Sergio Ramos, best centre-back I've used by a mile. Varane was good, but Ramos is just next level. Quick defenders, as you can tell. People were saying it before the game even come out with the player ratings. Quick defenders are making such a big difference. Sorry, the slow defenders aren't too bad, to be honest, but like you can tell when a Ramos or a Varane sprinting at you compared to like a Chris Smalling or someone. Not actually sure what pace he's got, but it doesn't feel great. Tall strikers as well are hard to defend against. As I've said earlier, crossing is very OP. This Lukaku was winning literally everything in the air. When I played with Man U as well, he was just an absolute tank. It might be a FIFA. I know people have been saying it, and I was sort of laughing to myself a little bit, but tall strikers on this game might make a big difference. Again, I really only use strikers with 4-star skill moves, so like a Lukaku or a Harry Kane or somebody still probably wouldn't get in my team, but somebody like a Luis Suarez who's got like the taller build or a bigger build and a taller height-wise might feel like a much better striker than, say, a smaller striker this year, whereas last year I'd have gone for the smaller striker all day long. But yeah, 50-50 battles as well are working really well. 9 times out of 10, the taller, well, I say the taller player, the player with the best stats and height. Of course, if you've got somebody like a 9 Golem who's got really good defensive stats, just say, I'm not actually sure what his stats are at the minute, but he had really good ones in FIFA 18 and 17. So a 9 Golan who's small, or a Kante, let's say. If you've got a Kante coming up a Pogba, no matter what the stats are, realistically, Pogba's going to come out on top. I'd expect the taller, the stronger player to come out on top when they're roughly the same rating. But like even the 77s that you're coming up against with the likes of Kante or someone, just for instance, Kante, because he's got them high defending, aggression, physical stats, are coming out on top, which is what we all want. Nobody wants to see their 5'5" their 6'2" centre mid going and getting outstrengthed by a 5'5" centre mid and then coming out with a ball, or putting a clean tackle in at ricochets and they just run out. Like 50-50 battles so far have been really good for the stronger and taller player, which can only be an advantage. Passing as well seems good to me. Not many problems whatsoever. A few wayward ones, but you can expect that. I've never really had a problem with passing, to be honest, on FIFA 18. Wasn't one of the main things. Possession was too easy, 100%, but the actual passing for the game, like, it's always going to be assisted. You can't have passing that's not assisted because they'll just fly absolutely anywhere. But yeah, passing's been pretty good. The tactics I haven't really got into. Like, I think that tactics don't do a lot. I personally think that if people are playing bad, they're too quick to go and blame custom tactics. People have said the same to me about like handicap and scripting. No, I'm a big believer in handicap, scripting, etc. But that's a story for another time, as I know everybody's got completely different opinions on that. But yeah, tactics, like if somebody's playing possession and they've got nobody open space because they've played a bad pass out wide to a player that's marked, they'll probably go, oh, I'm playing possession, why is nobody moving for me? And like, oh, I'm playing possession, people should be opening space, and that's just not how it works. Like if you're playing high press and you run a player out of position, people are going to sit there and say, oh, the high press has done me in, why is he sprinted out, when you yourself have probably sprinted him out. Or if you're controlling the centre back and you RB press and the left back sprints out, closing to, you've told him to RB press, so that's your fault for making him press, and then he'll sprint out and you go, oh, where's my left back going? Like, people blame other things for their own mistakes. We all do. I do a lot as well, as I've said. But yeah, custom tactics, or any tactics in general, in my eyes, don't do a lot. FIFA 17, if you didn't know, I played with default tactics all the way through. Even offside trap instead of cover didn't make a difference to me. FIFA 18, I pushed up the pressure and aggression on my defenders, just because FIFA 18 custom tactics, the defence that's so deep. Like, they would genuinely sit on the edge of your box. So I just hammered that all the way up to like 84 pressure and like 65 aggression or something. That did push him up a little bit, but again, didn't do much, to be quite honest, I don't believe. But yeah, not really sure what I was going with there. Can't exactly remember what I was talking about. Oh, the tactics. I'm going to mess around with them a little bit and see if they do much of a difference. But I was playing on possession, and then I switched to like really high attacking. Can't actually remember what it's called completely, but it's the one where like your players make loads of run forward, and I didn't see a difference. Like, players were moving exactly the same in my eyes. Possession, they were making runs. Normally high pressure and that, they're making runs. Like, it just doesn't make a difference in my personal opinion. But yeah, as I said, Courtois is the best player in the game, keeper for me. Ramos is the best centre back. Paul Pogba so far has been the best centre mid, and Bale at striker. So Real Madrid, if you're into online friendlies, or if you just look at buying players for Ultimate Team, Real Madrid players so far for me have been very OP. Courtois' big body build has made such a difference, and as I've said, save feet rate doesn't look like it's too OP at the minute. So tall keepers again, like Courtois, should be good. Well, should be, hopefully, are good. For me, obviously I hope they're awful for the opposition. But yeah, it's only the demo, as we've said, so there's going to be changes, of course. I could look at I've seen people uploading like squad builds and that already ready for FIFA 19, but I'm not going to do them until the full game comes out. Like, people are saying, oh, OP 50k teams. We don't know if they're going to be 50k or not. Like, somebody like Mbappe, somebody could put down as like 150k and he could come out at 300k. Somebody could put Neymar at like 2 mil and he might be down at like 1.2. Nobody knows the player prices at the minute. So I'm not sure what I'll upload from now until FIFA 19 full game is released. But I do know that I'll be doing tutorials, squad builders and squad battles, etc. when FIFA 19 full game comes out. So I really appreciate you guys being here and choosing to watch the video. If you could, of course, leave a like, comment down below and subscribe if you haven't already, then that would be very much appreciated. That's going to be the end of the video for me, guys. Thanks for watching.